Everybody's got 1 cent and everybody's got 1 minute. Well, here's my 1 cent in under 1 minute. You know, people ask me all the time, what is it like living with Grant Cardone, the motivational speaker? Well, I have just that answer for you. First of all, this morning I decide, hey, I'm going to get up and go to the grocery store. Grant takes his daughter Sabrina to the grocery store every morning at 6 a.m. And I say, hey, I'm going to go to the grocery store. But, you know, I just throw on an old sweater, you know, no makeup, hair, blah, 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 blah. Well, at 9 a.m., he's like, oh, we have to stop by the office on the way home. Oh, you have to do another no-brainer straight from Elena. I'm like, I have no makeup. My hair is a wreck. Nope, doesn't matter. I'm like, please, I'll come back. I'll do it later. No, got to do it now. Got to do it now. So here I am in all of the glory. Okay, so lesson learned there, always be prepared when you're with Grant Cardone to have your A game ready. So I'm bringing my A game. Now, I'll tell you another little personal notage about living with a motivational speaker, Grant Cardone, that you won't know. Okay, last night I have the kids to sleep. We're watching Celebrity Apprentice, which he is convinced, and I'm convinced, that he will be on Celebrity Apprentice at some point. So anyway, we're watching Celebrity Apprentice. He goes to the freezer. He grabs, one of those miniature frozen Milky Ways that he loves so much. You know, he has to have them frozen. Well, I'm having one of these fond moments looking at my husband. He does not know I'm looking at him, and he's eating his crunching away on his Milky Way, watching, and I'm just looking at him all. Next thing I know, something is being, he spits out of his mouth something across the room into the fireplace, okay? I'm horrified. It's like this white thing that goes across the hall into the fireplace. I'm like, sweetie, what was that, and why did you think it was okay to, spit it into the fireplace? He says, well, I didn't want to alarm you, but I think Milky Way, there was an extra piece of something white in the Milky Way, and, I don't care, because he's a little redneck hick, no offense to rednecks, but my husband is a hillbilly. And so he says, so I spit it out. I didn't want to tell you, I knew it'd upset you. And I'm like, okay, all right, kind of makes sense to me. A few minutes later, he's like, oh my God! He's got his fingers in his mouth. Oh my God! I'm like, honey, what? He's like, that was my tooth! My tooth! And he runs over to the fireplace and he starts looking for his tooth. The fire was not on. He starts looking for his tooth. I'm like, well, what are you doing? It's not like a finger. It's not like an amputated part. We can't put it on ice and reattach it into your skull. What are you doing? Well, he rummages through the wood and finds the broken tooth, okay? This is what it is like living with a motivational speaker. I have a tooth in my hand, a broken tooth. Spending 5 cities, 3 days, man works his butt off, and I think his tooth was tired. I think his tooth had it, and said, that's it, I'm giving up. But Grant Cardone will never give up.